They're like that loud drunk uncle you put in a taxi at Christmas before he starts dragging up an old family feud. It's been able to threaten without committing, reassure without constraining itself, and dominate the narrative sequence if violence breaks out, because there's always someone for them from somewhere. They'll cover for them. Strike first, claim necessity, let allies fill in the legal language later. But that sequence only works if the other side accepts that threats are not themselves acts. What Iran is saying is it no longer accepts that premise. By formally stating that threat indicators now count as hostile conduct, that words are weapons, if you like, Iran has turned Israel's favourite tool into a liability. Leaks, speeches, readiness statements, foreign consultations, they no longer float above the battlefield. They're now part of it. Words have acquired some weight. Iran has basically told that drunk uncle to shut his hole, get in the car and sod off home, or there'll be trouble. Now, this is not Iran announcing war. That could be readily seized on by suspect interests, I dare say. It's Iran narrowing the space in which Israel can posture now. Iran's not mobilising publicly, it's not naming any targets, it's doing something more dangerous and more durable, though. It's preparing the record in advance. If something happens later, Iran will not argue in retrospect, will not defend what it's done, it'll point to what it's already said, what Israel has already done, and what was already warned. And that changes how responsibility gets assigned. So in the old model, who struck first carried enormous narrative and legal power, didn't it? Certainly it's how many of us viewed the events of last June, when Israel very much struck Iran first. But that logic is now being eroded. If both sides say threats count now, if both sides document their thresholds in advance, then the opening shot might no longer settle the argument. But the record will, though no doubt the mainstream and pro-Israel media will leap all over an Iran struck first narrative and try to bury all of this.